Welcome back to SLB Television and Day 8 of Sergeant B and I's quarantine. Now just a quick update to get you up to speed. Now, while scouring all the cupboards, we did find some additional food items. Our overall food supply is starting to diminish. We've gone through half of the Schwanson meals, 3/4 of the energy drinks, and we're all out of Worcestershire sauce.
If we want to make it to Easter Sunday, we're going to have to ration things down to half a Schwanson meal and 3 sips of a Red Bull a day.
Sergeant B, I do believe that you have some good news.
Yeah, I do. If you can't tell, I've been wearing the same clothes for over a week now. And things, they're starting to stink like Hoboken. But as I was rummaging through the closet looking for food, I came across this old-fashioned Halloween costume.
Yes, Halloween costume. No further questions.
All right, so I'll have at least something else to wear. Except I will have to go commando so my scrotum doesn't get covered in fungulitis.
Okay, on that, I think we'll just dive in to today's video. The topic is winners and losers of the 2020 coronavirus pandemic. Now, it might seem that we're all losers to this global crisis, but I think there are actually some winners to the 2020 coronavirus pandemic, and we'll get to them pretty soon here. But first, you got to eat your vegetables, and we got to discuss the big losers of the 2020 coronavirus pandemic. Let's just get it started. Sergeant B, take us away.
Huggers. You know the types. They always say, I'm a hugger. When I come across friends or family, I just have to give them a hug. Well, you know what? No one wants your hugs. We don't want your germs. So you just take your warmth and human kindness somewhere else, asshole.
In this time of germs being spread, another big loser, of course, is close talkers. You know the type that just has to get up in your face to tell you what they have to say. Hey, buddy, this is not a safe distance for communication. No one wants to get covered in your spittle, sardine breath.
Vampires. Like those poor bloodsuckers didn't have enough problems worrying about getting diseases like Ebola or AIDS from the people who they drained. Now they've got another disease, the coronavirus, to worry about. Now it's simply not a good time for the Nosferatu community.
Okay, as a film critic, this next one hits me right in the heart. The next big loser is movie theaters. Now, it goes without saying, thousands of movie theaters across the nation are closing down in response to the coronavirus pandemic as a matter of public health. And the ones that are open are seeing their ticket sales just nosedive. I was on the phone the other day talking to a fellow film critic friend of mine, and he was saying that he went out to see Bloodspot, Van Diesel's latest action movie, and he was the only one in the theater. Right now, no one is going to see Bloodspot.
Another business that's getting hit up pretty hard is cruise ships. Now, sure, you could have people with the coronavirus on any other form of transportation. Planes, trains, automobiles. The difference is if someone got sick on your plane, the plane would land and they would cordon it off, get everyone off, and probably put them in the quarantine. That's not the same with cruise ships. Lord help you if you're on a cruise ship and someone gets sick on it. Because that cruise ship, you're going to be stuck on it a long time, constantly being reminded of how much being on a cruise sucks. You'll be stuck living in small quarters on a vehicle that kind of wobbles back and forth, and you'll have to keep taking in the smells of the sea, salt water, and dolphin shit. So obviously, even after this, the cruise ships, they're going to be hurt.
Okay, that was kind of gloomy. Let's lighten things up and start talking about those winners.
This will be a short list, folks.
Okay, so we mentioned a lot of businesses, they're just hurting right now. But there are a few that are doing pretty well for themselves during this pandemic. And one of them, of course, is the toilet paper industry. People have just got to get themselves toilet paper. They want to be ass out and not have any toilet paper. So Charmin, they are making a killing right now.
Another industry that's seeing record profits is the canned goods industry. People are buying cans of soup and fruits left and right. They're even willing to buy broccoli and cream. Ugh!
Not to mention dry goods. Stuff like pancake mix, it is selling like hotcakes.
Survivalists, they must be having the time of their lives. For years, decades, they've been planning for something like this. They've got stockpiles of beans and ammunition. Right now, the survivalists, they're probably chillaxing in their bunkers, eating from a can of peach, laughing at all of us grasshoppers who didn't prepare for it like they did. All of their hard work and paranoia has paid off for them. And on a lesser extent, I would say germaphobes. Now, of course, with all that's going on, they're probably freaking out. But there must be something validating in knowing that your obnoxious ticks and anal retentive way of life is now the standard norm. So it's a win for the survivalists and it's a win for the germaphobes.
Okay, I've just got to say it. I think that the biggest winner of the 2020 coronavirus pandemic right now has got to be Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders.
Hey, come on, movie review guy. I hate to say it. I like Bernie, but if anything, he's a big loser in all of this.
What are you talking about, Sergeant B? I mean, with this global pandemic going around right now, do you honestly think that people aren't thinking about healthcare? Thinking, hey, how am I going to pay for these vaccines and the hospital stays? If only there was a better way. And you know what? That way has got to be Bernie Sanders' way. That's what people are thinking right now.
Yeah, but even with all that's going on with this global pandemic and how good it makes a free universal health care look, Bernie's still losing. We're just going to have to accept that Joe Biden is going to win the nomination and we're going to just have to vote for that guy.
What the hell, Sergeant B? You told me yourself that the only Democrat you wouldn't vote for would be Joe Biden.
Hey, I don't want to vote for that senile old pervert any more than you. But you gotta take a look at this coronavirus. It shows how important it is to get Trump out of the White House. If we want to make that happen, I'm sorry, but we're just gonna have to eat a shit sandwich and vote for Joe Biden.
No way. I'm not voting for Joe Biden.
Did I hear someone say they're not voting?